Hey everyone. Creating videos and designing stunning graphics for this channel can be quite challenging. It requires meticulous planning, countless hours of editing, and a lot of creative energy. But what keeps me going is your amazing support. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to True Stoic Virtues. Nowhere one can venture proves more serene and devoid of interruptions than the sanctuary of one's own soul. Retreat to commune with your inner self, and subsequently, return to confront the challenges that await. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor reigning from 161 to 180 AD, occupies a distinct place among the pantheon of emperors, often regarded as the culmination of the illustrious five good emperors. Within the annals of his time, he bequeathed a series of autobiographical treatises known as Meditations, wherein he steadfastly extolled the pursuit of tranquility amidst the tumultuous currents of existence. While his meditations prominently advocate the virtue of rising early and seizing the day, they equally underscore the profound significance of retreating inwardly to attain a state of serene composure. Thanks to the meticulous documentation of his nocturnal routine, we gain invaluable insights into the regimen he observed. In the ensuing discourse, we shall delve into 7 distinct facets of Marcus Aurelius's evening or late afternoon activities and explore their contemporary relevance, as well as potential adaptations to modern life. May I respectfully implore that you, the discerning viewer, refrain from any inclination to forego the entirety of this video. Consider yourself an exception to the norm for your presence here, and comport yourself accordingly by not skipping any segment. Number 1. Abandon external stimuli. Marcus Aurelius imparted the wisdom that one possesses the ability to retreat within oneself at will. He fervently advocated disengagement from external stimuli, recognizing it as a means to emancipate oneself from the clutches of stress and negative emotions. In the current milieu, we are besieged by ceaseless external stimuli, particularly in our interactions with technology and fellow beings. The demands of modernity inundate our days with a deluge of commitments, meetings, emails, and deadlines, culminating in a forfeiture of our freedom and serenity. In the realm of nocturnal rituals, the imperative is clear: cultivate a space exclusively for personal contemplation. This necessitates a relinquishing of familiar evening pursuits in favor of activities that genuinely facilitate disconnection and introspection. The ritual of bidding adieu to one's technological devices at least 30 minutes prior to retiring for the night is a paramount facet of this transition. The quest for tranquility can be as unpretentious as a brief guided meditation, a somatic body scan, or a rhythmic breathing exercise. The efficacy of mindfulness meditation in pacifying a turbulent psyche and grounding one's awareness in the corporeal domain is well established. Incorporating such contemplative practices into the nocturnal regimen can yield manifold benefits, including the amelioration of anxiety, enhancement of mood, and the promotion of restorative slumber. Hence, the bedtime routine should metamorphose into a sacred interlude, a temporal sanctuary wherein the ceaseless cacophony of the world recedes, permitting the soul to repose in undisturbed serenity. The allure of prolonged television sojourns, digital gaming, social conviviality, or perusal of social media must be tempered, for they obscure the path to authentic tranquility. While sleep is undeniably indispensable, it often proves insufficient for complete restoration after a day fraught with toil and tribulation. A truly restorative evening ritual should encompass activities that facilitate the cessation of mental chatter, bestowing upon the practitioner a profound interlude of inner stillness. Number 2. Engage in physical exertion. The venerable Marcus Aurelius espoused the notion that it is incumbent upon a man to witness the latent beauty and robustness harbored by his own corporeal vessel. Despite the temporal chasm that separates us from his era, the emperor sagaciously comprehended the intrinsic interdependence of a sound mind and a healthy body. The Stoic philosophy to which Marcus Aurelius adhered proffered the wisdom that even a modest regimen of physical exercise can inculcate virtues essential to a virtuous life: tenacity, self-improvement, discipline, resilience, and self-assurance. in stark contradistinction to the prevailing media-driven ethos that fixates upon the pursuit of a flawless physique for external validation. The Stoics advocated exercise as a conduit for self-mastery and intrinsic growth. Oftentimes, contemporary life serves as a theater for the frequent deferral of exercise in the face of purported fatigue, looming professional engagements, or the specter of anticipated discomfort. However, it is incumbent upon us to recognize the manifold dividends of regular exercise, both in terms of physical and mental well-being. Anecdotal accounts of the transformative potential of exercise are corroborated by scientific research, which elucidates the release of endorphins during physical exertion, culminating in stress reduction and a profound elevation of mood. Should one elect to engage in evening exercise, it can serve as an efficacious prelude to a night of restorative slumber, thereby fostering a sense of invigoration for the day that awaits. Additionally, one may contemplate the inclusion of a brisk nocturnal constitutional to cleanse the mind of accumulated vexations and immerse oneself in the nocturnal ambience, a therapeutic rite to prepare the psyche for repose. Number 3. Review your day. The sage Marcus Aurelius espoused the principle that nothing possesses the capacity to expand the intellectual horizons as resolutely as the rigorous scrutiny of all that unfurls within one's purview. The Stoics, in alignment with this philosophy, ascribed singular significance to introspection, designating the morning and evening hours as propitious epochs for self-examination. The quintessence of this practice is the deliberate and methodical investigation of one's daily experiences and actions, akin to presenting a case in a court of law. It constitutes an endeavor to scrutinize the alignment of one's choices and actions with the paragon of their higher self. Hence, the diligent review of one's daily odyssey is not to be misconstrued as an exercise in punitive judgment, but rather as a compassionate and sagacious appraisal, a crucible through which the forge of personal evolution is stoked. To incorporate this venerated practice into the nocturnal tapestry of one's existence, it is expedient to designate a period prior to slumber for the retrospective examination of the day's chronicle. It behooves one to traverse the landscape of the day, from the moment of awakening to the present juncture, in a deliberate meditation on the gamut of choices and actions that transpired. Reflect upon your commendable endeavors, your emotional ebbs and flows, and those interludes that imparted a modicum of disquiet. Extract wisdom from the crucible of experience, identifying areas of potential refinement. Herein lies the crucible of Stoic philosophy, an invaluable crucible for not only mapping the trajectory of the forthcoming day, but also for fostering a deeper communion with the self. Before proceeding to the subsequent facet, it is incumbent upon me to extend gratitude to each distinguished individual in the audience. Your pursuit of knowledge and your resolute abandonment of ignorance are commendable endeavors of the highest order. Number 4. Contemplate your inner sage. In the parlance of Marcus Aurelius, the attainment of mastery in the domains of reading and writing pales in significance when juxtaposed with the pursuit of wisdom and the tapestry of life. The Appalachian Sage is reserved for those endowed with profound experience, revered for their sagacity, discernment, and expertise. The Stoic luminaries engaged in the practice of reflecting upon their chosen sages, scrutinizing their actions in the context of their sages' exemplariness. For Marcus Aurelius, the venerable Zeno, founder of Stoic philosophy, embodied his sage. Thus, he would frequently pose the question, what would Zeno do? This contemplation of the sage should become a nightly ritual, wherein one reviews the day's chronicle or introspects upon one's character. The sage need not be a figure known personally, but may manifest as an idealized exemplar of virtue. It is imperative to crystallize a precise conception of this sage to facilitate an efficacious evaluation of one's conduct. Within the confines of the nocturnal routine, set aside a segment to summon the image of your sage and ponder whether your actions throughout the day aligned with the paragon they represent. Scrutinize the facets of your character that resonated with your sage's essence. This practice, while seemingly unassuming, constitutes a potent catalyst for heightened self-awareness and personal evolution, transcending the chasm between aspiration and actualization. Number 5. Embrace a cosmic perspective. Marcus Aurelius admonishes us to contemplate existence from the vantage point of the cosmos. This perspective, colloquially referred to as a view from above, necessitates the adoption of an expansive outlook, akin to observing one's existence and daily tribulations as an impartial observer. In the contemporary milieu, inundated as it is with a relentless torrent of advertisements, news, opinions, and diversions, mental fatigue has become an omnipresent specter. The ceaseless bombardment of external stimuli curtails the capacity for profound reflection and introspection. In this milieu, the Stoic exercise of embracing a higher perspective emerges as a potent antidote to mental saturation. The initiation of this practice involves dedicating a tranquil interlude in the evening to survey one's immediate environs, one's domicile, and the individuals who share this abode. Begin to contemplate their emotions, aspirations, and anxieties. Gradually extend this contemplation to encompass the community, the nation, and eventually the entire panoply of human existence. Envisage the diverse lives that burgeon across the globe, transcending the boundaries of social strata, ethnicity, and culture. This exercise fosters a profound realization of our interconnectedness with the vast tapestry of humanity. By disentangling our consciousness from the immediate concerns and distractions, we gain the capacity to view our tribulations through a prism of objectivity. In so doing, the parochial grievances that often loom disproportionately recede into insignificance. The ensuing liberation engenders clarity, enabling us to navigate our challenges with equanimity. Number 6. Cherish time with family, in the eloquent words of Marcus Aurelius. Those who traverse a long journey and those who confront an imminent departure forfeit the same precious commodity. For the present moment is all that can be surrendered, and that which is beyond our grasp cannot be relinquished. Marcus Aurelius, in the twilight of each day, sought solace in the embrace of his family. A testament to his ardent affection for his children and wife. Despite the weight of imperial duties and the trappings of fame, he did not permit these obligations to obscure the sanctity of familial bonds. Each evening, he would tenderly attend to his children's bedtime rituals, savoring the fleeting nature of these intimate moments. In our contemporary milieu, a disconcerting trend manifests as an ever-dwindling allocation of quality time within familial precincts. The frenetic pace of modern existence often relegates familial interactions to perfunctory exchanges. The advent of digital diversions and ceaseless professional demands perpetuates a culture of perpetual distraction, precipitating a dearth of authentic engagement. In emulation of the Stoic ethos, we ought to seize the fleeting moments of togetherness, recognizing their ephemeral nature. The invocation to express love and affection to our children and kin must resound with greater resonance. Family time serves as the crucible wherein bonds are forged and love is nourished. It offers a bastion of emotional sustenance, affording resilience and instilling cherished values within the hearts of our progeny. Ergo, the nurturing of these familial interludes ought to be a cardinal tenet of our daily rhythms. Number 7. Prepare for the morning. Marcus Aurelius, in his inimitable wisdom, proclaims the virtue of timely action, imploring us not to procrastinate in our endeavors. The emperor ardently championed the practice of rising early, discerning in it an invaluable opportunity to commence the day with a regimen that maximizes the utilization of every fleeting moment. The Stoics, in concert with this philosophy, advocated the cultivation of a morning routine that commenced even before the break of dawn. The night itself bore witness to their preparations for the impending day, with an eye towards a meticulously executed morning ritual. The morrow's agenda would be rehearsed, contingencies envisioned, and one's own character scrutinized. In contemporary parlance, this ritual is manifested in the form of evening preparations, a practice designed to render the process of awakening a seamless and efficacious affair. The selection of attire for the forthcoming day, the meticulous organization of one's accoutrements, and the charting of a well-considered morning itinerary constitute indispensable facets of this preparatory endeavor. By precluding the need for early morning decision-making, the mind is liberated from superfluous deliberations. The mental faculties are thereby reserved for matters of greater import, thereby enhancing the quality and efficiency of the ensuing day. Such a preparatory ritual serves as the lodestar guiding us towards the pinnacle of productivity, wherein the essence of each day is distilled into a tapestry of well-orchestrated actions. In summation, the luminous legacy of Marcus Aurelius beckons us to imbibe the sagacity of the Stoics, affording us a blueprint for the cultivation of a nocturnal routine that harmonizes with the rhythms of modernity while retaining the timeless virtues of introspection, familial bonds, and judicious preparation.